Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Thanks so much for tuning in to another weekly designer chat. My name is Mia Farrell. I'm here every Friday with ACo, helping you love where you live and talking design with some of my friends in the industry. Today, I've got Kara Greider of Kara Greider Design. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your business?
I am not a background in interior design. I do not have a degree in it. I actually have a degree in physical therapy. About 2 years ago, I had a lot of family and friends just see my house, and I just did some remodeling, and they said, would you ever do this? And I said, I think you're kind of crazy, but we'll try it. And that's kind of that's my background.
You've got such a great eye. You know, I think that some people just have the natural gift, and that's definitely how I would describe you, not having the interior design background, but being able to put such beautiful spaces together. That was one of the reasons I reached out to you to talk to me today about wallpaper, because we are starting to carry some wallpaper here at ACo, and I just wanted to hear a little bit about what you're seeing out there, what people are interested in, what the trends are. What do you see?
I love wallpaper. I think it adds so much charm to the space. It can add drama if you choose the right dark material. It could add, I believe that everyone is unique and their home needs to be unique as well. And that goes for not even just the room the house as a whole, but each room. So having the ability to add wallpaper in just different areas kind of spices things up, keeps it different. Every room has its own personality that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, you know, when wallpaper started making a comeback, people were kind of scared. They were like, whoa, hold on. You're telling me that wallpaper's back?
I still get that. Every once in a while. And I mean, it's okay. I always bring it to a table. A lot of times people are really receptive. And we start like, if you're nervous about it, then I'm just like, let's do a grass cloth. Or so it just looks like a textured paint. Or really subtle pattern. So they're not thinking that it's the old school bold takes over a room.
Right.
There's so many options out. Like every style that someone has for design, you can find in a wallpaper.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, would you say that more often than not, you're ending up using wallpaper in these projects?
I would say currently, probably I've got about 8 clients going, and I would say 75% of them have a wallpaper somewhere in their room.
That's awesome. I love
it. So yes, I use it quite a bit.
That's great. What kind of trends are you seeing? I know you said that you tend to gravitate towards like a texture if somebody's a little nervous. So right. What other stuff are you showing your clients?
Okay, so, and I'm not nervous. That's the fun thing about being a designer is I like taking risks. So if they're on board, I'm on board. So I would say that I love playful prints for kid spaces, bedrooms, bathrooms, playrooms. Even if you just did an accent wall, it adds so much pop to that space. Mm-hmm. And with kids, you can do really fun prints.
Yeah, for sure.
I do with other kids, like with the girls, I like to go feminine, the florals, the charming scallop prints. Actually, can we show some of the ones that I've been using? Because I use them a lot in nurseries. I feel like a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
So I would say so this is for an example. This is a flat lay. So what I did is, this is actually a laundry room. I'll go back to the nursery after when that comes up. But so you'll see that with this laundry room, the really subtle like floral green sage petal print is there. Mm-hmm. Highlighting it with like a sage green cabinetry. Very calming. It can be used anywhere. That's the great thing. This is a laundry room, and it's going to be all over it.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it worked out really well, and that one's wallpaper's installed in about 2 weeks. So I'll post more pictures of that.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing it.
Yes. Let's see. Do you want? Okay, thanks, Shane. So this is an example of texture but subtle print. It actually the picture probably doesn't do it as justice. It's got a lot of texture. So it almost came off like a grass cloth, but it actually had some personality because it almost looked like rain. You know, it was a very natural blue. We went all 4 walls. It made a really cool statement when you walked in, because that room is right when you walk in.
It's gorgeous. I think that there's something to be said for just having a little bit of texture on the wall too. It gives it a little bit more dimension. If you were to just like pick one of the shades of blue in that and paint those walls blue, then it would definitely not have the same impact.
Right. Or you'd want to put some millwork or something into it extra to give that. And the wallpaper can do both.
Totally.
Is nice. And then the next one I'll show you. Yes. Okay. So I kind of mentioned this, that you can do accent walls, you can do all walls, but there's other ways you can use wallpaper. And in this particular design board I created for a client last week, I wanted to add in wallpaper in the ceiling. So with that, it kind of draw the space. It'll be a little more intimate setting, but it's a little less, it's more subtle. So you're not being surrounded by that print, but that dark, moody wallpaper would go above the ceiling. So kind of nice touch, something unique.
Yeah, for sure. I think the next pictures bring us more into the conversation about patterns in kids' rooms. I love that concept.
Yes. I do wallpaper a lot in kids' rooms and in nurseries. And but in this particular, there's two girls that they had in a different room with sisters, and they wanted really feminine, nice touches. And so I asked them, well, what are they into? This particular girl was really into that color, that really like a teal. And I kind of just muted it down because I tend to go with subtle tone. And that floral, it's just, you can't even get, it doesn't do its justice, but it has like a little like gold foil print in it, and it's just really strong. And it'll age well with kids. You know what I mean? The second one is for her sister, and that one I just fell in love with that girly, whimsical print, little floral. I would love that in my room, so I figure, hey, this. This particular girl, I think, was 2, but she'll age great and she'll be able to use that when she's 12. Yeah.
Yeah, so, we're not talking the kind of patterns that like we had when we were kids where there's like a border of elephants around the ceiling. We're talking nice, sophisticated, and fun patterns. I love it.
Right. That is very important. Timeless design, because you're investing and you're putting a lot of time into creating this. So, and these both are accent walls because I found that highlighting the crib in this case, and then the other one is going to be the bed, it kind of made it a little more calming and not as dramatic, which I thought was
Sure.
And then the next one I'm going to show you is another girl's room. And this is my girl's room. And again, I did the accent, and I wanted contrast trim. I wanted all the little details that I notice and some people don't. But so with this in mind, I was able to get that bold, more of a heavier print because it's got some blacks, but it was still soft because I left everything else really light and airy. Yeah, that was fun.
It's beautiful. I love the black.
Thank you.
It's just enough drama, you know?
Yes. I love black. Papa black anywhere, I'll take.
Yeah.
And then this was a nursery I did, and this was she really wanted to like. She liked coastal. She liked her house always had like a cool lake vibe. She grew up on a lake, the mother there. So she was expecting, and this was put on after. I was actually almost done with her house, and she's like, "I'm expecting. Can you do the nursery?" And I was like, "Yeah."
How fun!
All on game. Like we did a bead board. We added that. We painted it darker blue. It was just. It's just a cool space. And I did that all the way around because I felt like it was cool to be surrounded by more of the wave looking with the
for sure.
Yeah.
There's just so much more you can do with wallpaper and the patterns. I mean, it's just an added layer of texture and design than just picking a paint color and slapping it on the wall. I mean, it just gives you so much more depth.
It really does. And I think I've seen like I mentioned the ceiling, but I've also loved like behind the bookcases. That's just a little added touch that you wouldn't expect. And I love it like when people highlight is different architectural with older homes, especially. You've got weird ceiling cuts, and it's nice to highlight those with a wallpaper because it looks intentional. You know, it doesn't look like we're covering up anything. We're actually highlighting it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I am just super thrilled to see all these projects that you presented come to life. Can't wait to see the after pictures. Thank you so much for joining us today. And just so you guys know, we've got a nice little Magnolia Homes collection here at ACo. Everybody loves Joanna Gaines, right? Yes, so give Kara a call, check out her website so she can help you design your home, and she can bring you to me and we can work together to make it happen.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Kara. Have a great weekend.
You too.